I'm Dustin with Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and today I'll be showing you how to change out the engine oil on the Honda CRF230F. Changing the oil seems like an easy task, but it is one that is most often overlooked. Now, keeping up on your engine oil's maintenance is key to keeping your bike in great shape, and Honda recommends that we are changing out the engine oil the first 100 miles and then again every 600 miles thereafter. Honda also recommends that we are cleaning the oil filter screen and the centrifugal oil filter at every 1,200 miles to keep the bike in good shape. To do this job, we're just going to need a few basic hand tools. You will want to have an impact driver with hammer, some rubber gloves, safety glasses and rags, some contact cleaner, drain pan, and a funnel. You will also want to have some replacement engine oil, a replacement right side engine case cover gasket, and a replacement centrifugal oil filter gasket, along with a drain plug oil strainer cap O-ring. Now, to find these parts, you can check out the OEM diagrams on our website. Here you will be able to find everything that you will need to complete this job. To begin, start by removing the skid plate. Place drain pan underneath the engine. Next, start the engine to get the bike warm. Before removing the oil fill cap or dipstick, be sure to clean around it with some contact cleaner and a rag. Remove the oil filler cap dipstick. Remove the oil strainer cap, spring, and strainer to drain the engine oil. Clean and inspect the oil strainer screen with contact cleaner. Then completely blow dry it with compressed air. Replace the O-ring on the cap. Clean the oil strainer cap with some contact cleaner. Make sure to coat the new drain plug cap O-ring with new engine oil. Install the oil strainer screen and spring with the strainer sealing rubber facing towards the crankcase. Install the strainer drain plug cap and torque to 11 foot-pounds. Now, the CRF230 has a centrifugal oil filter that the manual recommends that we clean every 1,200 miles or every other oil change. Now, in order to access this, we will need to remove the right case cover. So to do this, we'll need to start by removing the return spring on the foot brake and then disconnect the brake pedal to lower it out of the way. Remove the bolts and clutch cable holder, then disconnect the clutch cable from the clutch lifter arm. Loosen the right crankcase cover bolts in a crisscross pattern in 2 or 3 steps. And remove the bolts and right crankcase cover. Make sure to keep track of the 2 dowel pins. Remove and clean the gasket mating surfaces. When cleaning the gasket mating surfaces, make sure to use caution to not get any gasket debris inside of the engine. When it comes to removing these 3 fasteners right here, it's usually a good idea to go ahead and use an impact driver when doing so. Just because these fasteners might be a little bit stubborn, it'd be a shame to strip the heads out on them. So when you use an impact driver, make sure that the bit fits really well inside of the fastener and has very little play. Locate and remove the 3 screws on the centrifugal filter. Remove the old gasket and clean the gasket mating surfaces. When cleaning the inside of the centrifugal oil filter, it might be a good idea to place a rag around it just so that way we can minimize the amount of contact cleaner that gets into our engine. And then when you're cleaning the inside of this area right here, avoid spraying directly into this shaft. Make sure to clean the inside of the centrifugal filter rotor and cover. Check that the oil throw operates freely without binding. Install the filter rotor cover with a new gasket and tighten the 3 screws to 3.6 foot-pounds. Install the dowel pins and a new right side crankcase cover gasket. Clean the crankcase cover with some contact cleaner. To install the crankcase cover, insert 9 fasteners. Then tighten them down in a crisscross pattern and torque them to 7 foot-pounds. Install the clutch cable with cable guide and insert the 2 fasteners, then torque them to 7 foot-pounds. Install the brake pedal return spring and connect the brake rod to the brake arm. Adjust the brake free play if necessary. Fill the crankcase with 1.1 quarts or 1 liter of engine oil. Install a filler cap dipstick. Start the engine and let it idle for 3 to 5 minutes. Then with the bike in an upright and level position, remove the dipstick, wipe clean, place into oil filler hole, make sure not to thread it in, then remove the dipstick and check the oil level. You may need to add or remove oil as necessary. Then reinstall the oil filler cap dipstick. Then clean off any residual oil. All right, now the last thing to do would be to reinstall your skid plate if you have one, and that's it. It's really that easy to keep up on your CRF230F's engine oil maintenance, and in doing so, it's gonna make sure that you get the most out of your motorcycle. Now, if you like this video and you wanna see more, make sure to hit the like button, then subscribe to our YouTube channel for more product spotlights, how-tos, and top 5s. I'm Dustin with Rocky Mountain. Thanks for watching, and keep the wrenches turning.